And we begin tonight with an exclusive in our Commonwealth Confidential State of Policing series. The NBC10 investigators have obtained this video of a controversial takedown inside the Lawrence Police Department. You can see here it shows a captain suddenly clothesline a man who'd been arrested. Good evening, everyone. I'm Colton Bradford.
And I'm Priscilla Casper. Our NBC10 investigator Ryan Kath is here to explain what led up to that incident you just saw there and how authorities reacted when they found out about it. Ryan, good evening.
Priscilla, that takedown was the focus of an independent investigation into whether the veteran police officer should face criminal charges and a federal lawsuit that accuses him of excessive force.
The moment seems to come without warning. That's Sodiq Amiset being detained inside the Lawrence Police Department for disorderly conduct after neighbors complained about him playing loud music late at night. At the top of your screen, Captain Michael Mangan is supervising the process. This video doesn't have audio, so you can only watch what happens next.
Was that a reasonable use of force?
I don't believe so. I mean, from what you can see on the video, I think quite honestly that the officer overreacted.
We showed the video to Alex Del Carmen, a national expert on use of force, and Todd McGee, a retired Massachusetts state trooper who's taught defensive tactics for more than 30 years.
In your mind, was this a justified use of force?
I would call this unreasonable use of force.
In the wake of the incident, we learned the Essex County DA tapped Daniel Bennett, the state's former Secretary of Public Safety, to conduct an independent investigation and determine if the police captain should face charges for assault and battery and filing a false report. In his narrative, Captain Mangan wrote that Amiset threw his right arm and outstretched hand at a high rate of speed toward his face in a grabbing motion.
The video appears to tell a different story.
A statewide coordinator in use of force training provided analysis for the investigation. He determined the police captain tried to de-escalate the situation numerous times, including bringing the 29-year-old to a holding cell until he calmed down, then removing his handcuffs to complete the booking process. The expert described this as a universally accepted takedown.
I've never taught a clothesline technique. I have never seen that technique in any type of a use of force curriculum.
Mangan and his attorney declined to comment for our story. Payroll records show the captain was on injured on duty status after this crash in his department vehicle while responding to a call almost 2 years ago. He was recently approved for a disability retirement. Meantime, Amiset filed a federal lawsuit against the police officer and the city of Lawrence for a takedown that he says caused his head to hit a metal door and the concrete floor.
But I cannot imagine any sort of verbal threat that this person was making that would have justified for the officer to put the person down on the ground.
Essex DA Paul Tucker told me his office takes allegations of police misconduct extremely seriously, and in a statement he wrote, "The conclusion of the investigation was that in view of all the factual circumstances and the applicable legal standards, criminal charges could not be proved beyond a reasonable doubt against Captain Mangan." Amiset's attorney said he and his client did not want to comment with the federal lawsuit still pending. Priscilla?